Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least three topics each week. And of course, the three of us are our point person, an optimistic realist, and her name is Star.
Yo!
The center of our threesome and the voice of reason goes by the name of Magic.
I've been on Sports Center. What have you done with your life?
And bringing up the rear as usual, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of the group, and I go by Storm. What do we have this week?
Your mama and your cousin too.
Boomerang.
Repeat offenders. No. Return customers.
Oh.
I have like two guys who once a year, sometimes twice a year, will send me that "what's up with you" text. And it's been years since we've regularly done anything. And for the both of them, for the last maybe 2 or 3 years, I've been blowing them off. Some of it intentional, some of it unintentional. Like, yeah, I responded to you, but I forgot, and time went past, and that was that. But I'm just like, what motivates these dudes? No, I mean, I know what motivates these dudes, but my thing is, after a couple of times of somebody just kind of blowing you off, regardless for the reason, why keep trying? Like, go find you another adventure. I don't know.
Oh, we're talking about people that we've blown off? That sounds weird. That's not what I meant.
Which is why they return. No.
Yeah.
Word.
One dude, it was kind of one of those things like the first 2 times he tried to come back or whatever, I knew he was still involved with the woman that he was involved with. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to be willingly part of a separated threesome.
You ain't no side chick.
Mm.
Fucking home wrecker, cleanup woman.
Right. I found out about his girlfriend and I felt really, really freaking bad. How I found out about her was clearly by coincidence. I ended up taking a photo of her at an event.
Whoa.
And somehow she found me on Facebook. And when I found out that was her, I go looking through her Facebook page and I'm like, she seemed to be a little rough around the edges, kind of surprised that he would have picked her. However,
Subtle.
I felt really bad because she seemed like a single mom out here trying to raise her kids. She's clearly been through some things, but she's trying to be a good mom and she works hard and she's thinking she got this dude. And I know them kids love him because kids love him. And you just out here just slanging your stuff to other people in the streets. That just made me feel bad. I couldn't even mess with him no more.
Men ain't shit, girl.
But now he's putting the full court press. And actually, I'm kind of tempted because I'm having a dry spell. But somebody that's clearly not really been giving you the time of day for however long, why keep trying?
I'm a bad person to ask because my level of recidivism
Right.
or attempted recidivism by my exes is very high.
Juicy got him crazy.
Sure. I had one reach out to me yesterday just to say what's up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. What's up with you and your wife? That kind of thing.
Quite simply put, it is male egotistical bullshit. I think I've said it before on here, but once we've gotten sex and or attention one time, we think it's an open invite for life.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Probably
bullshit.
quite often wrong, but that's just how we think.
I get it, but that's bull.
In defense of my exes, not all of them, but some of them, not all of them hit me up seemingly with an agenda. Sometimes they're just like,
Mm,
hey, how are
Still
you?
an agenda.
all right.
I said seemingly.
Yeah,
They're good about masking it at the beginning. They're
Sure.
testing the water,
pretty
seeing what
much.
temperature it is.
One of my best friends and I were talking about this the other day. She was like, what is up with that? Because she still lives in my hometown. And she's like, every time I run into one of your exes, they want to know how you're doing and can they have your number and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah,
See,
that's
I
just
don't have that
how it
many
is.
exes. Like, two of my exes are dead.
The
Wow.
fuck you be doing to people?
Right.
Yeah, that is kind of actually. Damn, three of them are dead. Oh my god,
I'm
Well,
gonna need you to get tested.
what?
I found out that one of mine passed away recently.
What could I possibly be spreading out here that I'm still alive? Really?
Stab wounds,
Right? You could just be the vector. Bullet holes.
No, no,
bumper
no,
scars.
no.
Arsenic.
One of them, my exes, though, may he rest in peace. Yeah, his expiration date would have been up about 2 years before he actually left here for natural causes.
Mm.
Yeah, but
That was vague and not at all guilty sounding.
Y'all ever seriously contemplate bodily harm to any of your exes?
Not at all.
Just me?
absolutely. And one of them, I actually did. Well,
Oh,
actually, two.
oh, see?
Now, as a man, if I say this, I'm the most evilest motherfucker on earth, but no. I think the closest I ever came was Shorty swung at me, I ducked it, and she happened to be standing by a pool, so I just pushed her in.
That's not violence. I mean, I think I've already
Mhm.
talked about the one time I almost killed my ex. And I was serious about
No.
that
Moral of
day.
the story, women are violent.
Yes.
One of my exes, I dislocated his shoulder with a baseball bat.
Ooh.
Yeah, and had he not been so tall, that would have been another part of his body. But anyway,
Yeah.
Oh, I've been talking to a chick who explained how anybody she stops kicking it to, she automatically blocks them, phone number, social media, whatever.
I don't understand
And
that. But
yeah, it
go
seems
ahead.
like overkill to me
It
too, but
does.
she says a lot of the people she does that to go through different means, like
come
anonymous numbers or accounts or
Yes.
whatever, just to get back in touch, like unblock me.
back, come
How
back.
desperate are you, motherfuckers?
Absolutely. Which is why I say that it's ridiculous to be out here like, oh, did you block him and erase him off your phone? No, why? Once I'm done, I'm done. I don't need to do all of that.
Yeah, I have no problem not answering.
Exactly. To me, all that is for show.
The only person I have blocked on anything is my ex, and that's because she just overthinks every fucking thing. Like, why'd that bitch say hi? Like, get off my fucking nerves.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
So it's a
Yeah.
matter of peace of mind. In person, I still talk to her.
Yeah. Well.
Wow.
What about you, Magic? Boomerang people or not?
I'm still cool with all of my exes, so I don't really grasp the concept too tough. Some of them pop up every now and then, still trying to, okay, you still can get it. I've been there, done that. I'm cool.
I'm pretty much cool with all of mine. Some of them I've lost touch with.
Yeah, well, we moved around a lot. Some of them I lost touch with on purpose.
Right. I was gonna say there's very few that I wish ill towards and don't want any
Yeah.
part of them. Any of them could call me and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, what's up?" but I never go back to that. So,
And all my exes live in Texas. That's why my black ass in Virginia.
yeah,
Uh-uh.
one of my favorite country songs. I say it all the time. All my exes live in
All my exes
Texas.
live in Texas.
For the
Yep.
most part, it's true.
I have a couple of them here, there, and everywhere because, you know,
Cause you're nasty.
because of the military.
Likely
People
story.
move. My God. Oh, I did recently have one of my ex's wives. There was a lot of venom coming from her toward me, and I couldn't understand that. Because I'm like, I haven't been with that dude in like 25 years. Like, why are you hostile toward me? And it begs the question, what was he saying to her that she would be
Ain't
so
liars gonna
hostile
lie, but
toward me?
women and especially men, you are a certain kind of bitch if you out here seeking a person you with exes to be mad about. Or even a currents. Like what kind of fuck?
She was in touch with my aforementioned best friend, and they were cool or whatever, and she would always make snide remarks in my direction.
Why you fighting for dick you already got?
Exactly. You got him because I didn't want him. Okay. Let's make that clear. Okay. I hadn't seen him in 25 years. Why are you tripping over him?
Self-esteem is free.
It's just weird. But apparently, I lived rent free in her head for a while. Go figure.
Fucking goofballs.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get it.
Maybe I'm weird about it, but I don't really give a shit what my exes say about me. I know the truth.
I don't give a shit either. I'm just curious as to why, because it was such a weird reaction.
Okay.
You married him, you got 2 kids by him. I haven't seen him in years, but you're hostile toward me. Why? I didn't get that.
People with low self-esteem is always gonna be jealous over anybody the person they with is cool with.
We weren't cool. That's my thing. My mom did tell me that he came by at one point to see what I was doing, but I had already moved out of state by then. So,
Okay.
I'm sure he forgot to mention that to her.
well, I'm sure he didn't mention that to her, which is why I'm like, why? That's on him. That's not on me. So why are you hostile toward me? Like, I never understood that. But okay. When I see her, I say, hey, hello, because I know it irritates the piss out of her. And I use her
Passive
name.
aggressive ass.
I certainly am. I use her whole government name on top of it. Like, hey. And never once does she say anything to my face. All the sniping is behind my back. So, whatever.
Punk ass. Me being a hip hop dude, there's always the age old question: what are your top 5 rappers, dead or alive, and why?
Rakim, Most Def, Kendrick Lamar,
You leaving out whys, by the way.
bars and lyrics. Just for all of them, like Kendrick Lamar for a little bit of a different reason other than bars. He's just really, really, really creative. I love the way his mind transfers to the pen and paper
Yeah.
and his whole thought process. Bahamadia, love her. It's so hard to pick just 5 top.
I know it.
I love me some Roscoe.
Okay. I was just listening to Golden Child earlier.
Yeah, again, skill level.
Yeah, all of them very good with the pen, amazing wordplay.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, deeper thoughts than I get drunk high, grab my dick, and talk shit.
Right.
Exactly.
Mine aren't always just for the bars. So
Bars.
I'll say Chuck D
Word.
because
Mm-hmm.
I like what he says, but I also like To me, his voice is perfect for what he's doing.
Yeah.
His voice just sounds as militant as his words.
Did you watch the Ice-T movie?
I did not.
I can't remember the name of it, but he goes around interviewing a bunch of different rappers about different things. And Chuck D had said the way he got his voice to be like that is they used to be doing shows out in the park or rooftops or wherever. And
Mm.
he didn't have his voice like out there like that. And you could hear Melly Mel's loud ass in the crowd, like, yo, shut them niggas up. So he
Ah!
started doing that shit to get his voice out there so people would recognize him more while he was on stage.
Okay. Well,
Mm.
kudos to him because Chuck D's voice is one of the things I love about him.
Oh yeah. I think the movie's called The Art of Rhyme.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. Write that down.
I know it's on Amazon, but I own the movie because I'm me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on my list. For the same reason, Snoop, just the smoothness of his voice, and it just goes
Mm.
with his whole style. Old school Snoop, not whatever the hell he's doing now.
He's got a little creative in the last 10 or so years.
Yes. Light,
Same thing.
same thing. Yeah. Also because as someone with two X chromosomes, she was kind of almost revolutionary in the way she presented herself.
Yeah.
I have to think about the last two.
Well, while you're thinking, I hate that I didn't think about Chuck D because he absolutely would have been in my top five. It's just so hard. It's difficult.
Yeah, because we're old.
Oh, that's not
Also,
why it's
listen to a lot
hard.
of shit.
Well, yeah, that too.
Light is in the movie too. I love that fucking movie, but I saw it in theaters and it was only me and my ex in the theater at the time, and I was so confused. Like, oh yeah, people don't listen to lyrics.
Oh.
For me, my favorite rapper is Lauryn Hill. You can say what you want about her singing or alleged drug use, but as far as rapping goes, you can't name a whack Lauryn Hill verse. Granted, her body of work isn't as big as other people, but
It's not.
Mhm.
she kills every fucking verse phenomenally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Greatest of all time is Biggie. He technically really only had two albums, but that was the only rapper I had seen on his first album was generally considered the best rapper alive, period. Just off of one album that was so fucking amazing. Even the radio station in New York played the whole album front to back when it came out. It was so great. That doesn't happen for anybody.
Mhm.
Okay.
Best rapper alive, my opinion, Big Daddy Kane. We're
Mhm.
talking rhyme fast, rhyme slow, smooth, hardcore, party joints, joints for the ladies, battle raps. Like I've seen
Yeah,
other people do all of those things, but nobody did it as convincingly as Kane.
I used to love Kane, but I can't take him seriously since that Playgirl spread.
Yeah, but I'm talking strictly on rapping and especially live.
I hear you, but it's just whenever I hear his name, that is what I see. And I will never not see it.
I would
So,
always assume that did more for women than for me.
it,
And I ain't
no,
even see that shit till years after it came out.
yeah,
But Kane was a monster. He'd get on
sure.
stage and, with the come, get some, you little bum. I take the cake when you can't get a crumb from. And then during the chorus, he's dancing with
Mm,
Scoob and Scrap and come back on the mic like, yo, the
yeah,
flow, my rhymes grow like an afro. I entertain the gain, the cane to never have no problems. I can sneeze, sniffle, a
yeah.
cough, even if I stutter, I'm still come on. And he's not running out of breath or anything,
His
just,
flow is sickening.
I used to
yeah.
love him.
And
I'm telling
live,
you.
I see people do that on tape, but live, it's fucking ridiculous. That shit is
Yeah,
hard for those who
yeah.
haven't tried it. What's that, 3? The most slept on rapper of all time for me is Devin.
Mm.
When you're talking about, he came out with Odd Squad, which was basically comedy rap, but that is a great ass fucking album that fat enough for everybody. And then he goes into the Face Mob joint where he's doing the gangster shit. And after that, he goes off into his own zone where he's rapping and he's singing and doing it in a smooth way, not in the half-ass corny way. His content is just so brilliant. It's so funny. And he's not over rapping. He's got a pretty straightforward, simple to understand flow, but the shit just fits. And he's on songs where he's outshining Jay-Z. He's outshining Outkast. He's outshining Scarface, which if you're from Texas, that doesn't happen. The dude's just fucking phenomenal. And most people are like, who? But you sleep. 5 always changes for me. So don't shoot me after this, whoever's listening. But at the moment, Eminem. And I understand why so many people hate him because of the content or his singles. But
actually, like lyrically,
Detroit.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Although I'm glad that he has a hobby because otherwise I'd worry about him living so close. But lyrically, Eminem puts some things together that are very interesting for me because I like words.
Yeah. The way he crafts his wordplay is fucking phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of people go with he's white, so he gained more fame. There's a whole lot of white rappers that could not and could rap, but could not. But you got to take in mind, this dude went from the battle circuit up to the fucking top of pop tunes and still nice.
I actually heard him say that one time that, oh yeah, I get all this shine because I'm white. And yeah, there's a little something to that, but I still think he sells himself a little short because he is actually really good lyrically.
It's fucking ridiculous. And I don't even know how he didn't come into my head. There are songs that he have brought out, and my first time hearing them is just like being right back at a battle, like, oh God.
Yeah.
What's that song? You can squat, piss, and moan, but I'm not gonna fall, bitch. That song right there, oh my life. That whole song is so sickening. Especially like the last 2.5 minutes. Talk about destroyed and murdered. Oh, love it.
I think more lately on his last few albums, which most people have slept on, they're still pretty good. I think he's over rapping now. I guess he has a point to prove in his own head, but dude's a fucking monster. Just give him his credit.
He is a beast. He is a beast.
There aren't very many people that can touch him lyrically. You know.
And a lot have tried.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Ain't nobody fucking with him.
Yeah.
Woo. The boy is sick.
Yeah.
You said you can understand why a lot of people are mad. I'm like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't understand it.
On the singles or the shit that was promoted the most, I get like, okay, his content is over the top and some people might be bothered by that bullshit. But if you actually listen to album cuts, like, get the fuck out of here. Your man's is nice. Stop it.
Yeah.
He absolutely is. Even on his commercial stuff, if you really listen to it.
Yeah, The Way I Am is fucking phenomenal rapping.
Yeah, there's always a subtext with him that is just brilliant.
Yeah, even Stan, amazing fucking storytelling.
My goodness.
Yes.
And his storytelling. Okay, we'll just end with that because, yes, he is an amazing storyteller.
Tell Budney better fasten it. Sorry.
Yeah.
That song cracks me up. I love it.
But, and by the way, you mentioned Scarface, and I just want to say, because every time someone mentions Scarface, I have to put it out there. When I lived in Houston, Scarface was very nice to me.
Scarface is God in Texas.
Okay. All I know is he was really nice to me. So I don't have anything bad to say about him.
I saw a post on Twitter the other day where the dude was saying which rapper represents their city or state the most. And I was like, anybody from Houston?
Yeah.
Them in the Bay Area, you can make a whole career selling out the trunk.
Well, that's true. There's so many out of Atlanta now that them too. If you go to New Orleans, they love their New Orleans, their homegrown New Orleans rappers.
Paying attention, East Coast niggas.
Well, I'm just saying they do.
Yeah, it's true. The South made a business out of it. Meanwhile, if you're from the tri state, meaning New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania tri state, you ain't getting famous till you leave town and get famous. And then when you come back, it's like, oh, yeah, we always loved them. No, fuck, you didn't.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd put him in my top 5, but I gotta mention KRS-One because I think the first time I heard The Bridge Is Over, I was just like, ah. And I didn't even know what it meant because I had never even been there.
You never heard the MC Shan joint?
I hadn't when I heard that one.
Oh.
I heard it afterwards. And yeah.
And realized he got buddied.
Yeah. But I mean, just on its own, I loved it.
That shit was banging.
This just popped into my head, so I'm gonna bum rush y'all with this. Are there any movies that other people love that you absolutely hate?
Shit, all of them?
Okay, like for example,
You're anti.
Most shit that's popular, just, I don't get it.
I cannot stand the movie Scarface. Don't at me. I don't like it. Okay? I hated it. I thought his accent was horrible.
Yeah, he wasn't
Didn't
very
buy it
Cuban
at all. Yes, it was not a Cuban accent. Don't understand why people think that movie is so great. It was trash as far as I was concerned.
I
Anybody
like
else?
Scarface.
I did
Well,
too.
a lot of people like Scarface. That's why I said it's a beloved movie. I hated it.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it.
I'm not gonna say it was a bad movie, but my peoples, y'all overrated the fuck out of Black Panther. It was a good movie. It was not great. Stop it.
It's a superhero movie. Yes. I mean,
Even still, the last couple Avengers movies I could say were great. The Boys is fucking great. Black Panther was good. Let's not overrate.
yeah, it was a good movie, but it also was groundbreaking in what it did.
I was just getting ready to say.
Okay. And I think that was where the hype came in. Because
Yeah.
we were always told that you couldn't make a blockbuster
With an all black
with an all black cast in that way.
And a C-list superhero.
Well, I don't know about all that, but
Comic book dork. Black Panther was never in the upper echelon of the cool superheroes.
as you know, my favorite superhero at one point was actually married to him, so he was always my favorite.
And that was the greatest part of his story in my head.
That made him just by default one of my favorites.
I got a shit on rom-coms. Ghost sucked. Pretty Woman sucked.
I liked Ghost. Pretty Woman was okay. It was aight.
That plot was nowhere. Falling in love with these hoes.
Pretty Woman was actually based on...
Simping?
No. What was that musical from back in the day?
Star?
Yeah, you got me.
Hold on. I'll look it up, because I've seen it. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. Never mind. Y'all don't watch musicals. My Fair Lady.
I do watch musicals, ma'am.
I love music. Are you kidding?
Only musical I remember liking was South Park.
That's what that was based on, My Fair Lady. So they just tried to update it.
In that case, fuck both of them. Hunger Games. I hated that fucking movie. I was sitting in the theater the whole time like, if you don't kill this motherfucker already.
I liked The Hunger Games, but only because I had already read the books.
I'm sure the book might have been better, but that movie, I was so pissed. I sat there and paid for that shit. Everybody in the theater was falling asleep.
To me, there was a lot of stuff in the book that they didn't really explain in the movie. I thought they made The Hunger Games for people who had already read the book. So I can understand why people who didn't read the book would not like the movie.
I can't say Pulp Fiction was bad, but I've never been able to sit through the whole movie.
What's the name of the Miss Scarlet? What's the name of that movie?
You talking about Gone with the Wind?
Gone with the fucking Wind. Could never sit through that
Never
movie.
seen it.
I think I tried like on 4 different occasions, and each time, half an hour, 45 minutes in, I'm like, nope, can't do it. I just cannot do it.
Yeah. I don't like
90% of
Gone
slave movies. I've never seen Roots. I've never made it through
Well, Roots
what's the
wasn't a
Jamie Foxx
movie,
joint?
for the record. It was a mini series. But
Same
go
difference.
ahead. Not really.
with the Wind.
Nah, I loved Mama Flora's Family, and that was a miniseries, but to me, it's just a long ass movie.
Okay.
What's the Jamie Foxx shit?
I know what you're talking about.
Jamie Foxx. Oh,
Where he was
Yeah,
the slave that got free.
yeah.
Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Starts with a Z or something.
Saw the movie. I was like,
Yeah. I tried. I couldn't make it through that one either, but
I
the
think
light
I
skin
saw it
militant
after
shit.
the
It might
fact.
be good. I just
That was
haven't.
one of those movies that I watched because I was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and it came on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't watched Amistad either.
The Django.
Django, yeah, that was
that's
it.
it.
Django.
I watched
That was the
Amistad,
Django.
but I don't know if I can really judge Amistad because I watched Amistad with a friend of mine who is visually impaired, and we watched it on a Friday after a long work week for me. And so what I didn't count on was how many damn subtitles were in that movie. So I had to sit there and read them because she's visually impaired, so she couldn't see them. So I had to sit there and read the whole movie. And so it just took everything out of the movie for me because I was just not in the mood for reading. So I didn't want to read a book. I wanted to watch a movie.
Not an anime fan, are you?
Yeah.
I am not. My child loves anime.
Ninja
but-
Scroll was the shit.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I liked The Last Airbender to the extent that that's anime.
Yeah, I like the cartoon. I never watched the movie.
Yeah, the movie was trash. Don't waste your time. It was horrible. I meant the cartoon, absolutely.
I can't think of any old movies, but I'm going to say this. Whatever that last Tiffany Haddish movie, it was Boss Lady, Boss Woman, some
Oh,
crap.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't catch that
people
one.
were in there cracking up, and I was just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I never would have seen that at the theater.
People were cracking up at just the tired lines and predictable, just
Foolishness.
whatever. Yes,
Did anybody like Queen and Slim?
No.
no.
That's what I was thinking, but I was
It was
watching that shit like, no.
Okay, I had so many problems with that movie.
In the first 30 seconds, I already knew where the whole plot was going.
It was stupid. Okay, you're in Ohio and you get into this problem.
Nah, son, you shot a cop over a chick you just met, which really wasn't even trying to get you play like that. And this chick is a fucking lawyer. Like, you shot a cop. Let's run. What the fuck?
Okay, let's pretend like that premise is not stupid in and of itself. Once that happens, you're in Ohio. You drive all the way to Louisiana and then to Florida for what?
Yeah. You don't own a map, motherfucker?
You could have been in Canada in like half an hour. Like, why do you don't understand? She's an attorney and she's that stupid?
Now I got the fucking Blair Witch Project, Joe.
Oh, well.
Both of them, actually, but the first one, my man Poe, and I'm going to call you by fucking name. He used to live across the hall from me, and he was like, yo, you got to see this movie. It's so real. It's so real. It's so real. And I'm sitting there, and I sat through the whole thing, and I'm like, you know how you could tell this isn't real? He was like, how? It's like, no 3 people are that fucking stupid. Much less you carrying around old school camcorders with all them goddamn batteries and videotapes. Get the fuck out of here.
So wait, did you watch it at home?
At his house, yeah.
I cannot judge that movie because I have not and will not ever see it.
You ain't missed a motherfucking thing.
Okay, so you can't judge it. But let's go here. So when the Blair Witch Project first came out, I was with my ex-husband and we had, I don't remember what it was that we saw, but the whatever the promotion for the movie supposedly said
Yeah,
something
they
about
did that
it
little
being
news
based on.
story and shit like it was a real thing.
So they had us thinking it was a real thing. And so we went to the like theater here and we were like totally just engrossed in the whole thing. But once we found out it was fake, it was like the movie sucked. But because we thought it was real, it was just like, dang, because you just have a whole different mindset in viewing it because you think it's real.
Granted, I'm a city kid, but I've lived in the country on and off. It was little moments, like the point where they go to a river and they're like, oh, they come back to the river. Oh, we've been running in circles. I'm like, it's a fucking river. Clearly, it ends somewhere, and highly likely there's to be a multitude of people there. How fucking stupid are three of y'all? That shit was an insult to human intelligence.
I like y'all got
You
our
found
money.
your man's teeth in the woods out of his fucking mouth, and y'all hearing him holler like, how? He ain't got no mouth.
I still haven't seen Us, by the way.
Us was pretty good.
It was.
I know there's a lot of love hate with it, but I like that one.
I would watch it just for old boy, but
The
nah.
biggest beef I had with Us is that clearly it was English actors pretending to be American, which I have no
Yeah.
problem with in itself. But there's like a moment in the movie where the dad seeing the crazy family run up on the house and he's standing behind the door with a bat, like, don't come in here. Like, no, that's uniquely not American. Get your fucking
Yeah.
bat, run outside, dad. Shit is real.
He's American, he grabs a gun, but whole different issue.
Even still, but he's sitting there arguing with the people trying to break in his house while he's standing there with a bat. Like, fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Get the
Don't
swinging.
come in here. I don't want to do anything.
Never saw it, never will.
Get
It's
the
pretty
swinging.
good. I don't know if that one's scary or is more, what's the word?
Right. Suspenseful.
Yeah, suspense.
All I know is that it has the potential of impeding what little bit of sleep that I do get at night.
Aw, you
You can do that with
scary.
the news, pussy.
No, it's not even so much as being scary. It's just that if I watch a movie and certain things don't make fucking sense to me, it'll keep me up because my mind will keep trying to make sense out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's regular life for me, but all right.
I get it, but a movie, it's like, okay, I'm upset for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's fucking actors in a script.
I agree, but my subconscious will still try to make sense out of it. For example, a movie that still doesn't make any sense to me, and I think I must have watched that movie 3 times because I was convinced that I was missing something. Because nobody would put a movie that stupid together that didn't make any sense and greenlight it and put money into it and release it in Hollywood.
Shit, that could be a whole nother topic, but which
Right.
one?
Eyes wide shut.
I like that for me being a perv, but the plot was what the fuck?
There was no plot.
Yeah.
I just could not
I
ever
Yeah,
couldn't
figure
there
it
lose.
out.
was not one there. Just a lot of white titties.
Okay, sure.
That's all I really remember. I think I've seen it twice and was like, there's
Honestly, that's all
no
it was.
story.
It was a lot of gratuitous.
Nudity.
Did they have a writer, or were they just like, "Ooh, I know what we'll do"? Because that's what it seemed like.
Totally off subject. Can we tell Mother Nature to take some lithium?
Because she's out here performing bukkake on all of us.
Because she is bipolar.
You are tripping.
I love it because too many warm days in a row means I got too many damn customers. So
And you
thanks,
don't
Mother
like
Nature.
Yeah, and customers are a bad thing because they try to give you money and shit.
No, you have to understand I have a plethora of rich ass customers who seem to think because I'm paying you money, I want my shit done now. No, you'll get in line like everybody else.
now, as in last week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go down the street and let them fuck your shit up.
damn. The options.
I always have that same problem if I go to a restaurant.
And the parking lot empty.
Yeah, if the parking lot's empty, I'm always suspicious. You get into the restaurant and then 10 minutes later, it's packed. Oh, they were just waiting for a car to be in the parking lot too.
Right.
Started a trend.
Yeah,
They all trying to be like you. You the James Brown of these restaurants.
I guess.
Get on the good foot. Good foot.
Started this shit.
I feel good. Hi. Anyway.
He wrote that shit. By the way, that is why I'm not bothered by rappers of today like most people my age are. Back in my day, they had bars. If you listen to James Brown and my beloved Funkadelic, it was really good beats and somebody on the mic high spitting gibberish, which is basically rap now. So it's melodic. It's about the feel of it more so than the content.
There's certain songs that don't seem to really be about much, but if it has a good beat and you can dance to it, I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as the
whatever.
kids say, it's a vibe. Now, the vibe most of them are on right now, sorry, I'm grown, but I get it for them.
Well,
Simon says, put your hands on your hips. Simon says, put your hands on your knees.
I still don't get the mumblers.
Yo, you niggas, and I hate that fucking term, but you niggas would do the fucking cha-cha slide on a slave shit. Like, stop that shit. People be
Now
really looking
slide
at
to
me
the
like,
left.
you're not going to do it? And I'm like, no, I don't line dance.
Oh,
They're like, why not? It's like line dancing is for ugly people and people who want attention. I am neither one of them.
Wow.
that's not true.
No.
How not?
It's not. Some people just like to dance.
Okay, and those people can dance during normal songs. It's all the ugly chicks jumping up like, the whatever the fuck slide shuffle shit. And then a bunch of people who are like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. Fuck out of here. I be chilling.
Okay.
You are hilarious.
I just be noticing things. You listening to this, appreciate you. If you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe, or don't tell nobody. It's just our secret. But if you hate this shit, tell everybody how much it sucks and repost it so they can hear it too. It's the Threesome Podcast on the gram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter, Facebook. Yeah.
TBD.
I did get asked about that after the last episode, by the way. Risque was like, I can't find the group. Yeah, I don't know that it exists, but
Go eat some cheese or something and come back.
we take our time.
Grandma will get it together eventually.
Listen here.
Better be proud of your status.
I am. That's my doll, baby.
And I hope your daughter and your granddaughter are doing great and whatever's happening right now, they come back smiling.
Me too.
I do too. Thank you. I miss my munchkin. Smother the baby real quick and then I'll leave out.
Smother the baby.
Real quick.
I'm gonna call the people on you.
Smother her with love.
I'm sure
The
that's
only
what
way
she
to
meant.
do it.
It'll be our Blue Bloods time in about an hour and a half. She missed her grandma.
I'm sure she loves Blue Bloods.
She does.
You know, throw us some Paw Patrol.
I'm sure she does, because
Watching no damn Paw Patrol. I introduced her to Thelonious and some Davis yesterday,
Ooh.
and she didn't really seem to care for the monk, but she liked Davis. You could see something was going on there. I was like, okay,
Right.
you
She
are
gonna do
my
something.
grandbaby.
show her a picture of it.
Be scared, my child, my grandbaby.
And then tell her that that's her other grandma.
Oh
Oh
no!
wow. I'm out.
Later.
Bye.